Hey everybody, just a quick little channel update. For those of you who have been a little more, uh, I don't know, I guess watching my Twitter would be the better term for it. Um, I'm feeling better now. I was down for a while with something. I don't know what it was. It wasn't COVID. It wasn't the flu. It wasn't. I don't even know if it was anything related to like strep throat or anything, but yeah, I got tested, but everything's good. Everybody around me is good, so no worries there. So I just wanted to make this quick uh, little channel update, I guess. I did say I would in the community tab a while back, and I just kept having stuff come up, so I wasn't able to record it right then and there. But better late than never, I suppose. So a couple things. That poll that I put out probably a week or two ago about if people would like to see a Patreon. Um, in all reality, I probably will go through and make one. I'm still not fully decided yet, but that is kind of the plan at the moment. Um, it's going to take some time and it's not going to happen overnight. I've just kind of looked into it and it's a lot, just like creating a server for Discord was. It's going to take some time, and I might decide against it in the end. But for right now, that's the intent. I don't have a time for when that would be out. It would just be whenever I can get it up. As for the Discord server, for those of you who don't know, and I didn't really announce this, so I will take responsibility. I did close my Discord server down back in probably early to mid December of last year. It was getting to be too much to try to manage, along with school and everything else going on. So I shut it down. I haven't removed links from some videos, which is again my fault. I really need to do that. But yeah, I am hoping to get another server back up because I did completely delete the server. I didn't just close it off from everybody, so that's kind of my fault there, for making it a little harder than it had to be. But I've also spent some time in some other ASMRist servers, and I've gotten some better ideas. Hopefully, a little better way to run things and make it a better place than it was before. Not that it was a bad place before, but just make it better, Always looking for that improvement. Now, the big thing, this is something I get asked a lot in comment sections, which makes total sense considering that this has been something that has been haunting me since the first Theo audio came out, which was like before the two that are up right now. There was one other one, for those of you who don't know, some channel lore here. I actually made a yandere. It might have been one of the first characters I ever actually made. It was after Finn and Charlie were both at least created, and I just wasn't super happy with it. It came off more as of an abusive, like controlling, which I mean that's kind of what yanderes are supposed to be, but also it came off really just like it just didn't get the right tone. It didn't seem obsessed. It seemed more just like, yeah, it seemed more like abusive. So I deleted it, and then I made Theo, who is still the same concept, obviously a yandere, but it's very different. There's lore in my head about Theo, just like there's lore in my head about every other character I've ever created. And I've done my best to try and piece it together because, in all honesty, the way I presented Theo and the way that I made his storyline kind of proceed was just didn't fit well with what I wanted to do. So essentially, for those of you who haven't seen it, Theo essentially was going to kidnap Finn's listener, and then it was going to be this whole thing, and eventually Finn would find them and get his listener back, and it was going to be this whole like cool like storyline. Except I wrote myself into a corner with it. I just didn't hit the tone right the second time around, and it got to be too much to keep track of because as a VA who improvs pretty much all of it, which I'm actually trying to get away from, because of this reason specifically, it is very hard to create like lore that carries from one video to another. I have a hell of a time trying to remember everything about Finn and Charlie when I'm making an audio of theirs. So, and sometimes I get details wrong, which is really embarrassing when I go back and listen to it because I think, oh wait, that's not true. What the heck? But I kind of just roll with it. But yeah, so it's super hard to remember. And with the way things were building up, it was going to be a long time before it finally got concluded and Finn's listener came back. And it just didn't, it wasn't going to go well in my head. It didn't really go well even when I listen back to it now. It just didn't hit the tone right for me. So I have said in the past that I was going to delete Theo's audios, but this time I'm actually going to, probably within the day here. Hopefully this gets uploaded soon, but yeah, it's just going to be, I have some, I guess what I should say is right now in my head, Theo doesn't exist in the current universe that's kind of going on. He will. I have a fairly massive project in my head right now, which may or may not come to fruition. We'll see. What in the world? Anyways, yeah, there is let's just say a project that I'm thinking on. I'm also very sorry for any kind of background noise. I'm just recording this on a whim before I have to head to work. So, it's going to be pretty massive. What I'm kind of thinking on doing is sort of like a choose. If you've ever read one of those like choose your own adventure books, like you read a page and then you have look at the bottom and it says if you wanted this to happen, go here and stuff like that. I've seen other YouTubers do it. People who are much larger than I am. But we're not going to talk about that. I kind of want to try that. It would involve kind of what I've already mentioned, kind of the dynamic of Theo stealing Finn's listener, and then got to go through a whole bunch of hoops and all that crap. I think it would be fun. I think it would be entertaining. I think it would give me some good experience with just keeping a story together. But that's all up to you guys if you even want to see that. I really don't want to make something, put all this time and effort into this huge project that I'm dreaming up, and then have it completely flop and fail. And obviously, it's not going to be everybody's thing, but I just want to see like general interest. So, I'm probably going to put a poll in the community tab, and then I'm probably going to also put up something on my Twitter. So just watch for that, and just let me know what you think. Yeah, beyond that, I don't have much else to talk about. 2022's certainly started. With the whole state of the world right now, my heart goes out to everybody who's suffering right now and whose lives are being upended, but I can't do a whole lot from here, but hopefully I can provide a little bit of comfort if anybody needs it through my characters. So, this was super informal, so I don't know. So, I hope you guys have a really great rest of your day, and I hope you can all stay safe in the future. I hope that the rest of 2022 is marginally better than what's going on right now, and I'm going to leave it at that. So thank you guys for tuning in.